Guys, the internet is so petty. And it's funny. Like, it's really funny. Let's talk about it, right? Because as you guys know, Kim Kardashian most recently shared with us that she was studying for 4 months consistently. And yes, she was studying for 4 months to do the baby bar. She didn't pass, she failed, but she showed us her behind the scenes moment. She had her meltdown. She had some, a few disc issues because she was sitting up so long. She started having some back problems and stuff, right? So she released that video yesterday, right? And you would think that, okay, we see you, Kim. You didn't pass this time around, but if you keep going, she's gonna pass. Ain't no doubt. This girl is determined, and we have to give her credit for that. She's determined, and I love that. I love that for her. I love that for Housewoman because I know that she is who is single-handedly influencing a lot of these girls on the polls and in the sex industry to get out and go back to school. And I can see it every time there's something centered around her. When you go on TikTok, I don't know if you guys are seeing it here on YouTube, but when you go on TikTok, I see a lot of people saying they're going back to school. And the mere fact that so many of them are aiming for law, it says a lot. I see Gorgeous Doll saying that she's going to do her law degree, and quite a few others. And Gorgeous Doll, she used to be a stripper. She used to date Future. She had her entire drama with Future. She revealed his playbook, and Future was crashing out because how dare you reveal that man playbook? He's gonna have to come up with a whole bunch of new scenarios to trick women. And I don't know what's happening to the feminine energy, but I love it. Women are rising up, waking up. Women are now more girl coded than before, looking out for each other, protecting each other. But in the midst of all of that, we know one thing: there are gonna always be evil men among us, and the Bible is telling us to women be more vigilant. Men are evil, and even when they come with the rhetorics and they come in the tie and the suit and they speak nice and they have this good delivery, do not trust them. The Bible tells us that now is a time for us as women to be more shielding, more protecting. Protect yourselves. Listen, walk with something in your purse, walk with something in your bag. Like in my country, if you get caught with a knife, God forbid a girl wants to protect herself and the police doesn't, live in our pockets. God forbid a girl wants to protect herself, they arrest you and, for a knife, even if it's for self-protection, But guess what? You have to do what you have to do. You have to put yourself first and you have to protect yourself. But guys, back to what I was saying, right? So Kim, she shared her vulnerable side, which I appreciate. And as I've said, I have no doubt, absolutely no doubt, she's gonna pass the bar exam. She is going to pass. And like hell, I'm rooting for her. When I see a woman fighting, or a man, it doesn't matter who. So let's be real on that one, okay? So when I see a man or a woman fighting for their education, when I see a decent citizen, and when I see someone trying to be decent in whatever capacity, like I'm their number one cheerleader, I'm gonna cheer them on. So with Kim, you bet your ass I'm cheering her on when it comes to her getting her law degree, right? But but the internet is being messy because let me tell you, you know how they say if you're equally loved, you're no, that's not the same. The saying is if you're well loved, you will be equally hated just the same, right? And it really doesn't have to have anything whatsoever to do with you. And it's true. It's just that people and their own personal feelings and their own thoughts and opinions, right? But with Kim Kardashian, can we say it has nothing to do with Kim? If we're being honest, No, we can't say it has absolutely nothing to do with her. We can say it definitely has a lot to do with her. Even what is going on at present with what she's doing with Ray J, I don't like it. Like, I don't like it. I don't like people who manipulate people, and after you manipulate them, you lie on them, you character assassinate them, you profit off it, and then you go behind the little screens and the little corners and you mock and you jeer. Like, she thinks she's gonna get away with this shit. Like, in her head, she thinks she's gonna get away. You see, that's the thing that people don't understand. You always have to go back to the scene of your crimes. You always, laws of nature doesn't allow you to get away with nothing that you do. Even when you get away from your government, the law, nature, it has to balance that scale. It's gonna balance. So you're gonna always have to go back to the scene of your crime, and you're gonna have to atone for your sins. You're gonna have to pay, and that's just how it is. It doesn't matter who you are. So Kim, when it comes to her and Ray J and her and all this mess, she's suing Ray J. That's what's gonna hinder. Mark my words. Ray J opened the door to let her in, and Ray J is being put in position to push her back through the door, her and her family, and close it. Mark my word. I've seen God working so much when it comes to these things that, and if you read your Bible, you literally know. Do you know how sometimes people will come in your life and they'll mess around you, and they may see you cry and you may look defeated, but then a year passes and you hear that that person is dead? Yeah, these things, they do happen. And I can tell you that I'm a living testimony to that. And this is why I don't mess around people. And this is why whenever someone messes around me, I instantly feel pity for them. And I laugh to myself like, poor thing. You have no idea what's coming your way. If you know what I know, you wouldn't be messing around me. But anywho, guys, this is why I keep telling you on my channel, do not threaten people. Do not threaten people unwarrantedly. Do not mess around people unwarrantedly. Many of us are what you call walking karma. Don't do it. You'll curse yourself and your entire generation. Do not do it. Do not mess around people because they may seem docile, a weak fence. Those people have a level of spiritual protection like you've never seen. And if you don't believe me, honey, you don't want to learn the hard way. Trust and believe, you don't want to learn the hard way. But kind of go off on a tangent there, right? Let's get back to what we're here to talk about. So Kim said that she was studying for the last 40 days or 30 days. Like, that's so ridiculous. You studied throughout the year, at least 3 days each week for 3 hours, and then she would be able to retain more information, and then she would do the marathon, which basically cements everything for her. Well, I don't know who gave her this advice. Clearly it didn't work. So the Kardashian Reddit board, you know, they say the devil works hard. The Kardashian Reddit board, they work harder. Like, they're like eagle-eyed. They see everything. And no matter how Kim, Kris, Kylie, Kourtney tries to come up with a play, check out the Kardashian Reddit board. They're gonna see through it, you know, like Putin being 10 steps ahead. Yeah, it's kind of like that. So they're like, girl, you were studying for the past, what, 30 or 40 days? Are you sure about that? Like, are you sure about that? Like, remember, you've been sharing with us your lifestyle and you've been doing so publicly. Like, weren't you here at Jeff Bezos' wedding dressing like a hoochie mama? I tell you, Yeah, they're pulling up receipts. They're like, oh, somebody. So, do you guys remember that, lingerie? Man, I'm wondering if I should even call it a lingerie, you know. It's a lingerie. It's not a negligee. It's a lingerie, right? So, she wore that lingerie at the pajama party. So if you remember Jeff Bezos' wedding back in June, when the people were protesting and they tossed Jeff ass in the river, yes. So, oh my God. The Kardashian Reddit board was like, oh, studying, huh? Oh, snaps. Wasn't this you in Italy, like in June, for days? Because they were there for a few days. They were there for a few days. And then they're like, Kim just boo-hooed about studying for 4 months straight and canceled all work, all calls and everything except for being a mom and studying. Here's just a few snaps of the 30 days before the bar. Just a few. There are more. So they're not just saying this. They're coming with receipts. Like they're coming full force on her. Oh, weren't you at Paris Fashion Week? How is it that you canceled everything? Yeah, they're going all in on this girl. Oh, you don't take any work, huh? You said you do not take any work? Okay, let's see. Oh, isn't this you dressed in Balenciaga for Paris Fashion Week? Isn't this you? And they're like, oh, you don't do anything? But hold on a minute. Isn't this you at your friend's birthday party, but you didn't do anything? The Kardashian Reddit board. Who's gonna give them an award? They deserve an Oscar. And I'm gonna include the slides of the photograph because you guys cannot miss out on this. Like, they are literally detectives. They're like, okay, Kim, that's what you want us to believe? But isn't this you here again too? Let me tell you. And everything Kim says, I'm going to show you what they do, what they did. They have one slide of her saying, I've been studying, in Kim's voice. And then they're like, oh, this is studying. You in Paris for a few weeks. Oh, that was studying. That was you dropping everything to study. And she's like, the bar, it's so hard. It's 2 weeks away. Oh my God. But they were like, but weren't you here with Lala Anthony, having a blast with Rob? Oh, you were studying, right? For 40 days straight? You didn't do anything? Just studying? Okay, this is it. When I tell you, they came with receipt and they were like, oh, you canceled work? But isn't this you at another Balenciaga event? But you canceled work, right? And you guys know that when she attends these events, you guys do know that she's paid to attend these events. Yes. But the Kardashian Reddit board, they came out strong, honey. They came out strong. But I think Kim is accustomed to it. I think she doesn't care because you guys know that she knows she lies a lot. And over the years, she has even admitted it that she does lie. And oftentimes, she doesn't think about the lies that she tells. And as such, she gets caught in them. But hey, she's not going to stop. She's not going to stop. If she's photoshopping people to be in places they weren't, is she going to stop telling lies? No. It's all about that brand. It's all about the image. It's all about, creating a storyline for their upcoming season because they're in season 7, I believe. So they have to start creating scenarios. They have to start planting their little time bombs here and there. And then, they use that to build on creating their next season. So it's just business for them as per usual. But luckily, a group of us out here knows not to take them seriously. It's just for entertainment purposes only. Are you guys taking this seriously? I hope you guys are not taking any of this seriously though. You guys do know that it is for entertainment purposes only. Do not take him seriously. In case you didn't know, when she does these things, let me be specific. When she does these things, do not take her seriously. It's only for entertainment purposes only. Do not take her seriously, okay? All right, so that was a little fun moment there. The Kardashian Reddit board, they were on top of things again as per usual. And I love when they do these little digs at Kim. And especially when they do it and they come with the receipts and like, in such a fun, it's not serious. They're not dragging her. They're like, oh, you're crying and you were studying. Oh my God, poor Kim. But isn't this you? It's really funny. I don't know about you guys, but I find it to be truly entertaining and truly hilarious. But let me know what's your take. And while you're at it, do all you need to on this video to support your girl. Peace.